Thank you for watching this tutorial on database searching. I am Sweeney from NUS Medical Library. I will introduce you to the terms and theory on searching. Why and how do you search? The search here is not about searching for a flight, buying something, or browsing recipes. The search we are sharing with you today is to search for published research literature. This diagram shows the journey of evidence-based practice. Formulating questions and searching for evidence will be the main objective of today's session. For your info, evidence-based practice provides opportunities for nursing care to be more individualized, more effective, streamlined, and dynamic. It also helps to maximize the effects of clinical judgment. Before showing you the technique of formulating a search strategy, just to remind you to plan your search carefully. You may need to check what you're being asked to do by looking at the guidance notes in your module materials. Think about what you already know and what are the gaps in your knowledge. What do you need to find out? This can help you to formulate your search. When formulating a search, you will need to think about synonyms or alternative terms for a subject, which we'll touch on later. Last but not least, decide on the best place to look for information. It depends on the type of information you're looking for. If you're looking for a book, use the library catalog. If you're looking for the current evidence of research, then search in library databases. Without further ado, let us start with this clinical scenario. Two teenagers with type 1 diabetes who receive phone reminders maintain lower blood sugars than those who do not. Formulating the questions is the important part of conducting a literature search. Once you have a good question in focused and answerable method, the key concepts can be found easily. What do you do next? Is there how you search? Here are the problems with the search. Too few results are being found, and those results could be biased. To increase the number of results, try not to include conditional terms such as high, low, or effectiveness, as well as think of the synonyms for each concept. How to combine synonyms in the search? Let me introduce you to the Boolean operators. Boolean operators or OR is used when you're looking for articles that contain at least one of your search terms. It will help to broaden your search. It can be used for combining synonyms as well. Boolean operator AND is used when you're looking for articles that contain all of your search terms. It can help to narrow your search when you're getting too many results. Here's the tips. Conjunctions such as for, but, if, yet, and so are being ignored in PubMed search. To use Boolean operators, search in uppercase. How can the search be further improved? Other than taking away irrelevant words from the search and combine them with Boolean operator AND. Splitting the terms teenagers from type 1 diabetes will help to retrieve more results. Dropping one of the concepts such as blood glucose might be a good move if the outcome in controlling blood sugar is not your main objective. It means other outcomes might appear, such as weight control or changing eating behavior. Therefore, you will definitely get more results if you drop one of the concepts. In these sessions, I do not want to drop because I want a smaller results as well as to show you how to use the Boolean operators or to increase the number of results. In this example, I'm likely to get the results with different combinations such as teenagers or adolescents with type 1 diabetes or insulin-dependent diabetes who use phone to control their blood sugars or blood glucose. Now you know why and how to use Boolean operators AND and OR. How about bracket, or we call it nesting in databases? It is useful only when you're combining different concepts within a search box with both Boolean operators AND and OR. In database, nesting can be replaced by typing teenagers or adolescents in one search box. type 1 diabetes or insulin-dependent diabetes in another search box. Then combine them with Boolean operator AND. In summary, we use Boolean AND to combine key concepts, but will have fewer results. Therefore, we can use Boolean OR to combine synonyms in order to broaden the search. You may consider dropping the additional concept if they are not your top priority. By putting your question in the search box, you will need to drop the conjunctions and not to include conditions such as high, low, or less to retrieve more results. Finding synonyms may be endless. The way to overcome this is to include subject headings in our search strategies. Subject heading is a control vocabulary that databases use to index their articles so that articles may be searched in a comprehensive manner. Here's the examples of medical subject heading called meshed, which being assigned by human indexer in Medline. Other than Medline, mesh terms are being used in both PubMed and Cochrane. When you enter a terms into the search box in mesh database, it is automatically translated into a corresponding headings. It means a lot of work is done for you behind the scenes. By using this heading, myocardial infarctions, the other articles which only have the alternative terms will be retrieved if they have been indexed properly. Now there's a question. Since there is mesh, why use keywords? Not all terms have mesh. For example, Zika virus is only introduced in 2016. Prior to that, there's no such mesh term. And mesh is assigned by human indexers, who will take several months to index all the articles in PubMed. Hence, if you search by mesh alone, you will miss the latest articles for which mesh term has not been assigned. This diagram is to show that by using mesh term only, you will have precise but less results. Therefore, we need keywords to find more and for current articles. Mesh term can be used as one of the techniques to find more keywords. Before going to the database search, can you tell me which of the following is correct? The answer is B. It is because we don't need to use mesh term in every search if there's no mesh term for the concept. But in order to search comprehensively, you will need to find both mesh and keywords by using both Boolean operators and OR. As mentioned earlier, choosing appropriate databases depends on the type of information you are looking for. Today, we are going to show you how to search in PubMed and CNOW, as they cover clinical and medical topics as well as nursing, alternative medicine, and allied health content. Bear in mind that PubMed will have more results than CNOW, although its coverage date is from 1946 instead of from 1937. It is because CNOW is a smaller database which focuses on nursing, alternative medicine, and allied health. You can see more databases listed in this slide, and we group them into databases with subject heading and without. These are subject-specific databases, and each of them will have slightly different subject headings. For example, CNOW is strong in nursing, and therefore has more subject headings in nursing topics than all the others. If you need more information, please visit the library subject guide as the link is given in the slide. Now we are coming to the database search. In PubMed, one of the useful tools you might want to explore called clinical queries. This is one of the strategies for finding evidence other than doing a comprehensive search by using the techniques you had learned just now. Filter and study types will be mentioned in the later part when we are at the PubMed result page. To see current best evidence, always begin your search from the high up in this pyramid, as they are more likely sifted, synthesized, and evaluated. Those highest level of evidence for clinical questions are meta-analysis, systematic review, as well as RCTs. To view those articles, click on Clinical Queries, which is located under PubMed Tools. Once you click on Search after putting the search terms, you will be able to see these three columns: Clinical Study Category, Systematic Review, and Medical Genetics. What is the next highest level of evidence after systematic reviews, if you can recall the pyramid you have seen in the previous slide? The answer is RCTs. By default, the category shows under therapies are RCTs. There are more categories if you click on the drop-down buttons such as etiology, diagnosis, prognosis, clinical predictions guides. Feel free to explore. Now let's go back to the simple search. Once you have typed in your search terms in the search box, PubMed automatically maps your search terms to MeSH terms and searches for keywords in all fields. How do you know? You can find them under the search details on the right. It shows how PubMed executes your search. Simple search is easy to use. However, you may get too many results if the topic is common. As I have shown you just now, you can always use MeSH terms to help you build your keywords and combine it with Boolean operators and OR for a comprehensive search if the simple search is insufficient. When you are in the record, you will be able to read the title and abstract. From here, you are able to do the following actions. First, click on the full text link on the top right to download full text. Second, look for similar articles for more results. And third, click and see their assigned MeSH term at the bottom of the page. If you click on the MeSH term of the bottom of the page, you are able to see the list of MeSH being assigned by the indexer. Please note that * here denotes major topic, and these articles focus on mobile applications, diabetes type 1, blood glucose self-monitoring, and patient compliance. To confirm if you are using the correct MeSH term, always check definition of MeSH terms. It may not be what you think it means. I'm going to show you how to access MeSH database to search for the MeSH terms. First, we start from PubMed homepage. Click on the drop-down button to select MeSH. Another way to access MeSH database is to click on the MeSH database under More Resources. Please take note that the logo on the top left will change from PubMed to MeSH after putting in the search terms and click on the search. MeSH database will show this list of MeSH terms instead of showing you the articles after inputting the search terms. Now you may click and read the details as well as pick and choose several MeSH terms to combine them by using Boolean operators. Once you have added all the appropriate MeSH terms, you may want to search in PubMed for the articles. Before bringing the MeSH term to PubMed, let's stay on this MeSH term and scroll down the page. You'll find the MeSH hierarchy at the bottom of the page. By default, databases search for MeSH terms below in the hierarchy. For example, it is automatic explosions for all the terms below this diabetes mellitus. By default, the databases search for MeSH terms below. If you're looking for the narrower terms, in this case, diabetes mellitus type 1 instead of diabetes mellitus, please choose the narrower terms. Unless you have not enough results and decided to broaden your scope to all types of diabetes. Okay, now try to scroll to the middle of the page. You will be able to see the list of entry terms. You may borrow your key terms from entry terms, as they tell us keywords such as juvenile onset diabetes, insulin-dependent diabetes, autoimmune diabetes, which are synonyms with type 1 diabetes, have been indexed as diabetes mellitus type 1. Once again, please take note that mesh database is to search for mesh definition. You will notice the top left page will change to PubMed after clicking on Search PubMed in Mesh Database. In PubMed, you click on Advanced to combine history as it captures all the searches you have conducted in PubMed. You can see the number of results of each searches as well as to combine the searches by adding them into the search builder. I have more to share with you on the advanced search. First, you can specify whether to search mesh terms or to search in title or abstract in order to control or limit your search result. By default, search is executed in all fields. Click on Search if you want to see the results. Click on Add to History to remain in the Advanced Search Builder if you want to continue to combine searches. In PubMed, by default, search results are presented by the most recent one first. To change the view, click on Format as well as Sort By to see both title and abstracts and presented in relevant sortings. Send to option is to send the references to a citation manager such as EndNote. To learn more about EndNote, please click on the link which had been provided at the bottom of this slide. If there are too many results and you would like to refine them by each group, studies type, or publication date, you may want to use the filter options on the left panel. When you click on Show Additional Filters, you will be able to see more options, and please try to explore this feature to refine your search. To summarize the search process, you will need to identify key concepts of your questions in order to have two or more keywords to be combined with Boolean operator and. If you are not sure which keywords to use, start with mesh term to get more keywords by looking at the results. If there's no mesh term, you will need to use keywords only. Combining both mesh terms and keywords will give you a comprehensive search. When using keywords, try to think of synonyms and combine them with Boolean operator or to widen your search. Refine your search by using the filter if you have too many results. Now let's proceed to look at CNOW's interface. Same as PubMed, we search for mesh term first. Here we search for suggest subject terms, which is equivalent to mesh term. Type in the search term and click on Search. This is the CNOW heading list. Read the scope note to find out if the subject heading is appropriate to be used in searching for your concept. Select and tick on Explode if you want the search to include all the narrower terms under this term. When searching in CNOW, you can see the search history under Search History tab. If searching without checking the Suggest Subject Term box, CNOW will do the keyword search instead of bringing you to the subject heading list. By default, CNOW will search in all fields. Therefore, please click on Select a field to select in title or abstract only if you want to control or limit your search result. Then combine the title abstracts with subject terms by using Boolean operators or as shown in this screen. Please take note that CNOW does not have a titles and abstracts field together. Therefore, we need to search title first, then search in abstracts, so that we can combine them in the search history as shown in this screen. Continue to do the same for the subsequent concept. Look for subject heading, then search by title and search by abstract. Each concept now has 3 searches being captured in this search history. Now combine S4, which is the combined concept of diabetes, with S8, which is teenagers, S12, which is phone, and S16, which is blood glucose, with Boolean operators and. If too many results, again, same as PubMed, please try to explore the filter panel on your left. You may want to change the page options as well as the sorting option to view abstract and sort by publication date instead of relevancy. For citation to EndNote, you may either add to folder and export from the folder, or click on Share to export all references without selecting. The link will be sent to your email to download into the RIS zip file if you choose to use a second export method. You can do the same thing even you are in the record, such as adding the folder or exporting the citation to EndNote. Here, I would like to highlight this Find It NUS Libraries feature. Click on this if you're looking for a full text article. You will then be asked to complete a DDS, or you call it Document Delivery Service form, if the article is not available in NUS collection. The library will then purchase the articles for you subject to availability. For your info, undergraduates, honors, and final year students can request for a maximum of 5 articles per academic year. Please search in our library catalog before using this service. CNOW also has clinical queries. It can be added at the beginning of the search whenever you click on New Search, or applied like a filter at the end of the search. Click on Edit button under the Search Terms action as shown on the screen. Want to learn more about other databases? Click on the link to find out more. Or contact us and book an appointment with us for other search-related questions. Thank you for listening to these video recordings. Have a nice day.